Justin Baldoni is suing Blake Lively for even more millions of dollars than she had sued him for.
Justin officially files a $400 million countersuit.
That's right, Justin clapped back with a whooping $400 million suit, and this time even Taylor Swift's name is involved.
The Grammy winner appears to be mentioned in the $400 million countersuit filed by Justin January 16.
Justin and his production company, Wayfarer Studios, just filed this large suit against his It Ends With Us co-star Blake, Ryan Reynolds, and her publicist Leslie Sloan, and they are seeking millions of dollars. Okay, so Justin is claiming that Blake is this massive control freak, and every step of the production process for It Ends With Us involved Blake's 2 cents. This suit is specifically focused on her trying to take control of the movie and the alleged campaign to smear Baldoni. So not only did she allegedly try to take control of the movie that he directed, but she was trying to also destroy his reputation. Apparently, the docs obtained by TMZ, Blake was determined to make Baldoni the real-life villain in her story, to take away from the fact that she was getting called tone deaf while the film's media tour was happening. So there was a lot going down while the movie was being filmed. This whole drama really started back in May 2023, and Justin claims she orchestrated a takeover strategy for creative control. So Justin also blames Blake's best friend Taylor Swift, that's right, Swifties, and her husband Ryan Reynolds, of basically inserting themselves into the whole script writing process. According to him, Blake had rewritten the important rooftop scene where the main characters meet. He claims that they had a meeting at Blake and Ryan's New York City penthouse to discuss the rewrite, but in hindsight, he feels it was more of an ambush. Justin says that Ryan kicked things off by enthusiastically endorsing Blake's version of the scene, and a few hours later, Taylor arrived to share her thoughts, also praising Blake's rewrite. In the suit, Justin states he understood the subtext. He needed to comply with Lively's direction for the script. Following that meeting, he texts Blake saying he liked her changes and would have felt that way even without Ryan and Taylor's input. For the record, he's included those texts in the suit. In one message, Blake makes this playful comment, Game of Thrones reference, calling herself Khaleesi and saying, "I happen to have a few dragons. We all benefit from those gorgeous monsters of mine," which was a way to describe Reynolds and Taylor Swift. Now, Blake and Justin have also exchanged emails between the two before filming started, and Blake was expressing gratitude, but Justin thinks it was all a front to ultimately take control in the end. Some surprising moments early on included the fact that she never even read the book. She literally didn't read the book when they were working on the script. Crazy, right? He claimed she even tried to Google the color of the character's hair. Pick up the book, Blake, come on. Another annoying moment for Justin to deal with was Blake's request on the character's wardrobe. She had a rich and sexy look that she wanted, but Justin told her she was playing a struggling small business owner. Kind of a crazy request and could have been avoided if she read the book. Taken while she was promoting the film, which has a deep message behind it, she was also trying to promote her hair care and drink line, which does not align at all. Like, time and place here. Now, Justin also spells out the moment in January 2024 when he, Blake, Ryan, and other cast and crew members had a meeting. Blake apparently came in ready to change everything while they were getting ready for reshoots of the film. This is also the same meeting where Ryan was coming at Justin for claims that Blake had made during the filming, which were pretty crazy if you know what they were. Now, Justin describes the situation stating that Blake unleashed Ryan on Baldoni and Wayfarer. He claims that despite meeting most of Blake's demands, she continued to say she would derail the movie unless she was allowed to create her own cut of the film. According to Justin, Sony Studios, the film's distributor, informed Wayfarer that Blake refused to promote the movie unless she could produce her own cut. So they decided to make it a competition. Both his version and Blake's would be shown to an audience, and the version that tested better would ultimately become the final cut. So Justin claims his version scored significantly higher with key audience demographics, but says that, not surprisingly, Blake didn't keep her promise and insisted that Sony release her version, which it did. He says this situation essentially made him step down from directing the movie because, I mean, at this point, it's like, what is he getting from what he wants versus what she's demanding? Despite all this, Justin claims that the pressure and dragging continued. As the movie was released, all of the cast unfollowed him on social media and supported Blake. Justin says that this was when Blake's PR team, led by Leslie Sloane, made major efforts with a campaign to frame Blake as martyr and pin the blame on him. He also claims that Sloane collaborated with his ex-publicist, whom he recently fired, and assessed her company phone to retrieve numerous texts used to concoct a false narrative about him. The suit includes numerous texts Sloane allegedly sent to various media outlets, including TMZ, in which he tried to divert attention from Lively's tyrannical behavior on set. This suit is no joke. With $400 million being sought from Lively and Sloane, this race is nowhere near complete. Baldoni also has his suit against the New York Times for $250 million over the article that they try to make him the bad guy for apparently orchestrating a smear campaign against Blake. But who will have the last word and get the final paycheck in the end? It's hard to say. I guess you can say Baldoni's currently in the lead, in my opinion. I mean, he's got Taylor involved, he's got Ryan involved, publicist, he's got all these text messages and everything kind of ready to go. And I don't know, I guess Blake's gonna really have to clap back to make a comeback here.
Justin Baldoni can't get enough of the Blake Lively family, and now he is going after Ryan Reynolds.
Justin Baldoni just dropped his $400 million lawsuit against Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds.
The It Ends With Us actor-director is now suing Ryan Reynolds and their publicist.
Knowing the star power Ryan has, this probably isn't ending well for Justin. But who's to say that? He has proof of a lot of different things, and we don't know what he has against Ryan. Justin is raising eyebrows by insisting that Disney and Marvel executives keep all documents related to a Deadpool and Wolverine character named Nicepool, a character he believes was created to poke fun at him.
Where in God's name is the intimacy coordinator?
Guilty on all charges, Your Honor.
Character is a deliberate attempt to mock and bully the star.
This request comes on the heels of Justin's ongoing disputes with Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, which have led to a messy web of lawsuits stemming from It Ends With Us. According to Justin, Ryan mishandled this creative influence on the Marvel summer hit, using the Nicepool character to undermine him and add fuel to the tension surrounding Blake Lively during the production of It Ends With Us. Meanwhile, Blake has alleged in a lawsuit that Justin acted improperly towards her during filming, claims Justin has adamantly denied. He's also suing the New York Times for $250 million in a defamation suit concerning a December 21st, 2024 story titled, "We Can Bury Anyone Inside Hollywood's Smear Machine." Variety reported recently that Justin's attorney Brian Friedman sent a letter on January 7, 2025 to Disney CEO, Marvel president, and director who helmed the first Deadpool movie, requesting that they preserve all relevant documents and data about Justin.
Justin's legal team has sent a letter to presidents of Disney and Marvel Studios.
DailyMail.com noted that the letter was issued right as the Pacific Palisades flame broke out, which reportedly took care of Friedman's own home, likely explaining why things have been quieter on the legal front in recent days. In his message, Friedman asked the others to hold any records concerning the creation and development of the Nicepool character, as well as any exchanges about including him in storylines or scenes. Friedman specifically requested anything showing a deliberate attempt to mock, harass, ridicule, intimidate, or bully Justin through his character of Nicepool, hinting that they may soon accuse Ryan, Blake, and their associates of trying to ruin Justin's reputation. Variety also said Friedman's notice references possible future claims of tortious interference with contract and civil extortion against Ryan and Blake. Additionally, the letter asks for materials related to Tim Miller's departure from the franchise and any instance where Ryan had creative control over a film. Ryan has kept silent about Nicepool, even as fans online claim it's a jab at Justin. There's also an intriguing connection. The actor portraying Nicepool is credited as Gordon Reynolds, which matches a name Blake Lively thanked in the end credits of It Ends With Us. During a January 7, 2025 appearance on The Megyn Kelly Show, Friedman made it clear he believes Ryan created the Nicepool character to embarrass Justin. He added, "What Ryan Reynolds has seemingly done is use his power and influence on Deadpool to make fun of Justin Baldoni." Megyn Kelly then then played a snippet featuring the Nice Pool character sporting a man bun similar to the ones Justin has worn and bantering about social activism, Blake's own Lady Pool character, and her pregnancy.
Goodness, wait till you see Lady Pool. She is gorgeous. She just had a baby too, and
Friedman said the scene was obviously designed to poke fun at Justin. Friedman also stated that if Blake was truly the target of unwanted or improper behavior, Ryan's comedic approach to the situation is inappropriate. You don't make it into a joke, Friedman told Kelly, adding that serious allegations usually follow more formal protocols like filing reports or pursuing legal measures rather than comedic sketches. According to Friedman, mocking Justin in this way casts doubt on the credibility of Blake's complaints. If someone is harassed in a serious way, you don't treat it like a punchline, he emphasized. Friedman went on to describe how the Nice Pool character's traits were, in his view, all too obvious nods to Justin's appearance and public persona. There's no question it relates to Justin, Friedman maintained. Anybody who sees the man bun, hears the comments about pregnancy, can connect the dots. He also said that Ryan will for sure face a lawsuit related to It Ends With Us, hinting that Ryan helped Blake Lively take over the film. Friedman even shared a story about Blake telling people at the premiere that Ryan penned a scene for the movie, a revelation that supposedly startled Sony officials and production staff, since the only credited writers were Christy Hall and Colleen Hoover. Nonetheless, Justin opted for grace instead of making a scene. Brian Friedman dropped an eye-opening piece of info on the Megyn Kelly show, revealing that his client Justin Baldoni is prepared to sue Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively into oblivion. According to Friedman, Justin has so far held off on launching his direct legal action against the couple, but the mood is shifting rapidly. At this point, fans are buzzing about whether Justin's rumored shutdown with the A-list pair is about to reach nuclear levels, especially given the suspicious nods to him in Deadpool and Wolverine. The speculation went wild after eagle-eyed viewers noticed that the Nice Pool character appears in the film. This alternate Deadpool sports a man bun, something that Justin famously wore for years, and jokingly declared he's a feminist who admired Lady Pool. Deadpool quickly warns him, "I don't think you're supposed to say that," but Nice Pool shrugs it off, saying, "That's okay, I identify as a feminist." This echoes Justin's real-life persona. He's consistently described himself as a feminist, once giving a TED Talk titled, "Why I'm Done Trying to Be Man Enough," and penning an article in Romper about fatherhood from a feminist perspective. The theories took further shape when it emerged that Deadpool and Wolverine wrapped up filming in June 2024, just 5 months after a tense all-hands meeting between Justin, Ryan, Blake, and the other producers. According to Blake's lawsuit, the gathering was to address some heavy allegations on Justin. For his part, has repeatedly refuted these accusations. He's even moved forward with the $250 million defamation claim against the New York Times following an article that portrayed him as a key figure in Hollywood's smear machine.
Justin Baldoni sues the New York Times for $250 million.
Blake, who welcomed her 4th child with Ryan just prior to filming It Ends With Us, has detailed multiple claims in her lawsuits. She alleges that Justin often critiqued her size and tried to slip more intimate scenes into the film, all without a designated intimacy coordinator. She also said he showed her weird images and continued smooching her after filming long after cut was called. Meanwhile, Justin's side claimed Blake refused to meet with the intimacy coordinator, implying she's using the storyline to discredit him. The accusations have grown so intense, industry insiders say Justin and Blake's feud has overshadowed the movie's success, even though It Ends With Us performed well at the box office. Some of the drama apparently boiled over at a meeting in Ryan and Blake's apartment, where Ryan allegedly confronted Justin about talking bad about his wife, among other concerns. Justin said he had never been spoken to like that in his life, and Ryan's camp messaged back clarifying that while Ryan was indeed angry, he didn't raise his voice to a level that could be considered full-blown yelling, just merely stern. Fans of both sides are split. Was this a justified dressing down or an over-the-line meltdown? As if that weren't enough, Justin contends he was further humiliated by the Deadpool and Wolverine cameo. The supervillain Cassandra Nova is seen literally rifling through Deadpool's memories, with Deadpool quipping, "And where in God's name is the intimacy coordinator?" A pointed jab at the very issue Blake is suing Justin over. In Justin's version, the scene is yet another orchestrated move to poke fun at him, trivializing serious allegations. Adding to Justin's avalanche of headaches, a former publicist also sued him, while his talent agency, coincidentally the same agent repping Ryan and Blake, dropped him following the string of controversies. In her filings, Blake alleges Justin instigated a social campaign to mess with her standing in Hollywood. She claims he displayed sinister tactics towards anyone who challenged him. It Ends With Us hit theaters on August 9th, 2024, and became a bona fide success. The film, adapted from Colleen Hoover's book, raked in $148 million domestically and $350 million worldwide, according to the Box Office Mojo. Many critics suggest that behind-the-scenes friction and the subsequent talks might have overshadowed the film's achievements. With Brian Friedman declaring that Justin plans to pursue massive repercussions against Ryan and Blake, the stage is set for even more high-profile confrontation. Fans are asking if this could spell the end of the power couple's comedic jabs or if they'll double down, fueling the gossip cycle yet again. But for now, both sides stand firm. Blake and Ryan maintain that they did nothing wrong. Justin insists that he's innocent of all harassment claims, and the Nice Pool cameo, along with other comedic bits, was a calculated attack on his character.
Things are getting way worse for Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds.
Justin Baldoni just dropped his $400 million lawsuit against Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds.
This is so bad that even Disney is getting involved now.
Justin's legal team has sent a letter to presidents of Disney and Marvel Studios.
So it looks like nobody's in the clear that even Ryan Reynolds' MCU movie Deadpool and Wolverine was dragged in the suit. If you thought things were already crazy, it can really get more wild. While all these claims have been swirling, this one is probably the least expected. According to Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Friedman, he's claiming that Ryan took jabs at him with the character Nice Pool. Justin has made it very clear that he will not be working with Disney or Marvel since his lawyer demanded Disney preserve evidence in relationship to Deadpool and Wolverine. This movie was a big hit in 2024, but it's seeing a lot of backlash after these claims were made. So apparently in the Marvel movie, Friedman's claiming that this Nice Pool character is totally mocking Baldoni. Now I know this sounds pretty wild, but let me share some moments where these claims of Justin is being mocked might have happened. So first we have Justin's bun hairstyle that he was rocking back in 2024. There were too many similarities, from Nice Pool calling himself a feminist to lines like "Where in God's name, intimacy coordinator."
Where in God's name is the intimacy coordinator?
And then hyping Blake Lively's Lady Pool for snapping back into shape after giving birth.
Goodness, wait till you see Lady Pool. She is gorgeous. She just had a baby too, and
So these similarities were a little too similar for Justin's team to let slide. Like, Justin's team is not letting this go, guys. They are demanding that Disney provide all relevant documents behind this movie, Deadpool and Wolverine. That's relevant to this case. Friedman is gonna get all the evidence he needs to get to the bottom of this, whether this film has intentionally included references to Baldoni. Now let's take a step back and go over how this all happened, right? This feud all started in December 2024 when Blake filed a complaint blaming Justin of invading her privacy, body shaming her postpartum, and ruining her reputation. Justin denied the claims, announced plans to sue, and even released their private texts. From there, it completely snowballed. Justin was dropped by his talent agency, sued by his ex-publicist Stephanie, and lost an award from Vital Voices. Meanwhile, Blake accused Justin and his team of retaliation with leaked texts revealing claims that there was plans to smear her reputation. Fast forward to January 2025, both sides are lawyering up, ready to keep going till they win. Fans of celebs are picking sides, with some backing Blake, others defending justice. It's getting really crazy, and the millions are just going up and up and up. Even during It Ends With Us press tour, the tension was obvious. Blake's supporters argue she was unfairly targeted by Justin's alleged smear campaign, while Justin's camp insists he's been falsely pursued. Now, while it began with the two stars, Blake's hubby was clearly not going to sit back and watch. The drama has gone beyond the original claims, and Ryan is right in the middle of all the drama. While we have yet to know if this Nice Pool character is actually poking fun at Baldoni, the public is already deciding that it is, and they are not happy with Ryan Reynolds at all and think he's taking it way too far to defend his wife or whatever this might have been, if it is true. His Instagram comments are going crazy. One user commented, "I've been a Ryan stan for years. So sad about the latest news, didn't catch the mean mockery he did about Justin during the Deadpool movie until now. Maybe we all thought Ryan was funny, and it turns out he's just like Blake." Wow, so I guess Blake was just never in the clear there, because that was just obviously saying he's just like her, basically. And it seems like they're not buying this fake narrative, and they think that this is indeed the truth, that his character in this movie was mocking him. Another person commented, "Shame on you and Blake, you owe Justin Baldoni a public apology." So his comment section isn't looking too good. No one's on Ryan's side right now. It's led him to restrict his comments, something Justin apparently hasn't done. So that's another thing that's kind of got us questioning who's right and wrong. Like, clearly, if you have to restrict your comments, that doesn't look too good, you know? So it looks like Ryan could have a lot of explaining to do. The worst part is that it's also affecting this fan favorite movie, Deadpool and Wolverine. And it was huge, highly anticipated. And now I guess people are rewatching it to see if these little mockeries are actually true. With so much drama surrounding this film, it could ultimately ruin it. But who knows, right? Like, let's maybe leave the movie out of it. But with that being said, if they allowed him to, do this in the movie, then that could go a lot more crazy. This situation just keeps getting crazy though, right? With more drama getting added, with these new suits that just came out, $400 million, oh my God, it's just getting really crazy. Blake Lively is demanding a lot of money from Justin Baldoni, and guys, it's in the millions. I'm not talking about some penny change here. Blake is coming for all of Justin's funds and won't back down until she's paid out. You know how much she's looking for? Brace yourself. $10 million. Yeah, she's ready to see Justin in court and leave with all 10 million of it. So let's backtrack a bit here. If you didn't know, the two were stars in the film It Ends With Us, and let's just say the behind the scenes is wild. Now, in the past couple weeks, Blake's image has been falling down, with past interviews coming up and everyone referring to her as the mean girl. But here's the crazy part. She believes Justin set up a smear campaign to ruin her reputation, and it was kind of working if that is true. Now, last year, Blake hit Justin with claims from how he was acting on set to creating a work environment that wasn't ideal, which apparently continued even after she confronted him. So she's suing him, and he followed up with a countersuit. But this will not be a cheap moment for the two. They need strong teams from the claim side to their image. I mean, the wrong move can really have their reputation pretty much have no comeback. Now, Cameron Delatsche, partner at MSD Lawyers, shared with The Sun, it's absolutely reputation related. She has, between her and her husband, all the money in the world. I mean, think about it this way. Up until this movie, Blake and Ryan have kept a great reputation in front of the public's eye. All of a sudden, Blake's name is being dragged, and we can't just assume it's a coincidence, right? Cameron continued sharing, I don't think it's a money issue. I think that this was her needing to change to the narrative, and already has. He continued, already it's had positive effects for her reputation, and I expect that it will continue for her. Now, sure, this could be the case, but there's a lot more to it. I mean, right now it looks like an uphill moment for Blake, and Justin might need to do some damage control. And it's going to be an expensive suit and could cost one of these stars images. And if you believe that they'll be spending a lot of money to protect their reputation, then you're right. I mean, Cameron also shared that this is just the start. We haven't even gone through the discovery process. I'm sure there's more text messages to be had. So I guess we can see more tea that's going to be spilled. And recently, Justin Baldoni is suing Blake Lively for $400 million. Yeah, so it seems like he was ready to clap back. And he also has filed a $250 million suit against the New York Times, claiming they created a whole smear campaign against him with the help of Blake. So it looks like, he's not backing down anytime soon and is ready to, take hold of his name and his reputation and not let this big star or her husband or anyone for that matter bring his name to the ground. The two stars are really just ready to spend millions of dollars to receive a payout and protect their reputation. I mean, think about it, like Justin's net worth is about $4 million. Blake's fortune is a lot higher at $30 million, and her hubby, Ryan Reynolds, estimated at about 350. So I guess it's a bit difficult for Justin considering he's making a lot less, but I don't know. I mean, hopefully justice is served regardless of that fact. And now, what are fans saying about all this? Instagram users are actually coming for Blake. One user commented, "Girl, you're giving Amber Heard vibes." And we all know that suit ended very bad, so that was quite the diss. Other people are still defending her. One person said, "I support you, Blake, and speaking up will protect other women in the future. Doing the right thing isn't always the easiest thing to do. Don't let the haters get to you." So obviously we're gonna see both sides on either actor, right? There's the good and the bad. Justin's Instagram also had a lot to say. One person said, "We stand with you, Justin. Your only misstep was hiring Blake Lively for this film." And another person said, "You seem like a bad guy, Team Blake."